A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today I will start first lecture of new chapter, chapter 11, three-dimensional geometry. So class, in previous lecture I have completed linear programming problem and the word problem related to LPP. I have completed all the topics related to LPP. So I hope you will do practice and today in new lecture I have to start new chapter, and new chapter is three-dimensional geometry. So let us start with the chapter three-dimensional geometry. Topic is three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space. Now see. So before start the topic of direction cosines and new topic three-dimensional, I will come to the some topics you have already discussed in class 11th, that is 3D space or three-dimensional plane. Consider. So introduction. Introduction of 3D. Three-dimensional geometry. Introduction of three-dimensional geometry. See, class, you know, a single line divides the plane into two parts, and two lines mutually perpendicular divides the plane into four parts. Two lines mutually perpendicular divides the plane into four parts, and three lines mutually perpendicular divides the space into 8 parts. So these 8 part is known as octant. And now the horizontal line you will consider x-axis, vertical line you will consider y-axis, and the line perpendicular to the board, that is y-axis, and this is z-axis. And intersection point of x, y and z-axis, this is the origin in three-dimensional space. So what is octant? First heading is octant. This is the topic you have already discussed in class 11th. So again I am explaining. Three lines mutually perpendicular divides the space into 8 parts. Each 8 part or each parts is known as octants. Now about three-dimensional or octants, you already know there are 8 type of octants. So heading is types of octanes. There are 8 type of octanes. There are 8 type of octanes. See, first octant, second octant, back is third, fourth, first below is fifth, this is sixth, and the sixth back is seventh, and seventh right is eighth. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight. First, second, third, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth octant. Eighth octant. So there are 8 type of octant. See, now I will come to the next topic. The next topic is type of planes. See, type of planes. Types of planes. Types of planes. So there are 3 type of planes. There are 3 type of planes. XY plane, YZ plane, and ZX plane. 3 types of plane. Now first plane is XY plane. XY plane. The plane passing through XY axis is known as XY plane. Equation of XY plane. Equation of XY plane. Equation of XY plane is Z is equal to 0. Always remember. Now plane passing through XY, So this is x axis, this is z axis, and this is y axis. This is x, this is y, and this is z. So x positive, y positive, and z positive. And the plane is passing through the points x axis and y axis, passing through x and y axis. Now see, this is the plane, or you can draw again this. X axis, positive y axis, and z axis. This is z axis. Now this is the xy plane. This is the xy plane. See. Now come to the next type, YZ plane. See, YZ plane. The plane passing through y and z axis is known as YZ plane. This is the YZ plane. This is x axis. This is y axis, and this is z axis. This is the plane. YZ plane. Equation of YZ plane means x is equal to 0 is the equation of YZ plane. This is the equation of YZ plane. This plane is passing through y and z axis. Now this is YZ plane. Now come to the next heading. Next heading is ZX plane. ZX plane. So ZX plane, the plane passing through Z and X axis is known as ZX plane. So ZX plane is parallel to the board. ZX plane is parallel to the board. Now this is the point of y. This is y axis. This is x axis. And this is z axis. This is ZX plane, and equation of ZX plane we can write y is equal to 0. This is the equation of ZX plane. Now I will come to the next topic. The next topic is now I will come to the new topic, that is direction cosine. Direction cosines. Direction cosines. The new heading is direction cosines. So to define the direction cosine, first of all, let capital L be any line that, or any line represent in three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space. Capital L be any line represent in three-dimensional space. Now, and passing through origin. Suppose the line is passing through origin. This is the axis, x-axis, z-axis and y-axis. This is the origin. And now this is the line L. Suppose this is the point P having coordinates x, y, z, passing through origin. So this is the line L. Now or we can say making angles alpha, beta and gamma with the positive direction of x, y and z axis. Now the direction cosine cosines of line L is denoted by small l, small m and small n and small n, and defined by L is equal to cos alpha, m is equal to cos beta and n is equal to cos gamma. This is the direction cosine. See, now again see, this is the line L that makes an angle alpha with positive x-axis and beta with positive y-axis and gamma with positive z-axis. This is the angle. Now direction cosine, it is denoted by LMN, small l, small m and small n, such that defined by, or it can be defined by L is equal to cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. Now see, I will come to the next topic or next point related to direction cosine. Note point, Suppose, or you can consider direction cosines of ray. Suppose we have taken ray, this is ray OP. Direction cosine of ray OP from figure, suppose this is the ray. Now it will be the same as the direction cosine of vector OP, you can suppose, or ray OP is same as the direction cosine of vector OP. Now second point, we can consider direction cosine of ray. Suppose we have taken ray, direction cosine of ray AB direction cosine of ray AB, or suppose we have taken here, this is OP, is, we can say, different. That is L comma M comma N, and that is equal to cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. Now third point, direction cosine of ray, suppose PO, you are taking ray PO from P to O, that is minus L minus M and minus N, and its value is cos of pi minus alpha, cos of pi minus beta and cos of pi minus gamma. This is the direction cosine of the line or ray PO. Now next point, we can say direction cosine of a line are unique, or we can say is unique. Direction cosine of ray or direction cosine of line is unique, always it is unique. Now direction cosine, next point, from this expression you can write, or from this figure, x axis makes an angle or makes an angle of 0 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree with coordinate axis. With coordinate axis. Therefore, direction cosines of x axis, that is 1 comma 0 comma 0, 1 comma 0 comma 0. Similarly, direction cosine of y axis, similarly direction cosine of y axis, that is 0 comma 1 comma 0, and direction cosines of z axis, that is 0 comma 0 comma 1. This is the direction cosine of axis. Now see, direction cosine topic is totally completed.